Mrs. Louise Baxter and the Bigfoot. Skamania, Washington has had its share of Sasquatch experiences. Mrs. Louise Baxter reported 2 within a year. In November 1969, around 10 p.m., Mrs. Baxter was driving down the highway when a very, very big gray shaggy biped walked across the road in front of her car. This was on the Lewis and Clark Highway near North Bonneville. Then, in August 1970, she was driving down this same highway in the evening when she heard a strange noise. Thinking a tire may be going flat, she pulled over to check things out. It was still light out, so she felt sure she could see if there was a problem. Mrs. Baxter checked the tires, even giving them a kick or two. As they seemed okay, she then bent over to see if something might be stuck up under the fender that could have caused the noise she heard. While examining the underside of her car, she got the strange feeling of being watched. Still bent over, she turned her head to look toward the wooded area nearby, and looked into the biggest creature ever seen except the one, nearly a year before. This creature was a coconut brown and was shaggy and dirty looking. One fist was up at its mouth, the mouth partly open. Mrs. Baxter could see a row of large square white teeth. It had a big head that seemed to be set right on its shoulders. There were no visible ears. There was long hair on its head, about 2 inches long. It had a jutted out chin and a receding forehead. The nose and upper lip had less hair on them. The nose was wide with big nostrils. The eyes were amber-colored and seemed to glow like an animal's eyes at night, like when a light catches them. She estimated its size at 10 to 12 feet tall. The creature appeared to be content to just stand there, watching her. It seemed to be eating something. The left fist was there at the mouth as if holding something in it. Mrs. Baxter believes she may have tried to let out a scream or a yell, but doesn't think she was able to make any sound as she was so terrified. The creature continued to stand there while she looked at it. She didn't remember how she got back in the car or how she managed to get it started. She only knows that when she pulled the car back onto the highway, the creature still stood there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell. And as always, thanks for watching.